But this is my normal hair. Not wigging out at all. Go figure. Today is Friday, May 22nd. Pioneer Broadcasting, here's the news. Today is National Wig Out Day. Also, it is National Carb Day, so if you want to eat some carbs, today is the day to do it. If you don't normally eat carbs, this is like your one cheat day for the year. 8th graders, your last chance to get your photos in for 8th grade recognition is a week from today. That's right, a week from today, you have to get your photos in. Check your email, send them to Miss Erica, send them to Mr. Aarons. You have to get them in or we're gonna use your yearbook photo, all right? So if you wanna put a little spin on 8th grade celebration, you need to get those in now, okay? You also can put in your favorite memory of Pioneer Middle School or what you wanna be known for. So with that, get them in.
Pioneer, we are still behind on the Pi Challenge U reading contest with Garrison. They are about 5,000 minutes ahead of us. So make sure you're recording what you are reading. It can be schoolwork, it can be fun reading, it can be fun schoolwork reading. Just make sure you're recording your minutes. Go to the Google Classroom code that Mr. Fortney is posting somewhere around my head and enter your minutes. Thanks.
Hey 7th graders, listen up. If you're interested in becoming a web leader, please check your email. Ms. Gadarian sent you an invitation to apply. Read the instructions. If you have any questions, feel free to email Ms. Can or Ms. Gadarian. This application is due on Friday, May 29th, okay? Once again, fill it out, send it to Ms. Can or Ms. Gadarian by Friday, May 29th. Thank you.
Hey guys, welcome back to Kaitola in the Kitchen. Today we're going to be making chocolate chip muffins. Now, I know you're going to say, those are such a treat, and they are a treat, but we're going to be putting yogurt into this batter so you actually get some protein in it. So it's a healthy kind of treat. Okay, ingredients you're going to need today are going to be flour. You're going to need 3 cups of flour. You're going to need 1 cup of sugar. You're going to need a cup of chocolate chips. You're going to need 2 eggs. You're going to need a half a teaspoon of baking soda and a tablespoon of baking powder. This is going to let your muffins rise and be fluffy. You're going to need a half a teaspoon of salt. You're going to need 1.5 cups of the plain yogurt again. I know, from last week, right? You can use the big carton and measure it out like I did, or you can get 2 of the regular 6 ounces will make you a cup and a half again. All right, that is what you're going to need. You're also going to need some kind of cooking spray to put in your muffin tin, or if you have the little paper liners, you could use that also, whichever works for you. So you will need a 12 cupcake pan, muffin pan, I guess 12, it should make 12 muffins, so you're going to need 12, so maybe you have 2 6s or a 12 one like I do. You're going to need a couple of bowls, you're going to need a wire whip, and you're going to need a scraper. All right, so first thing you're going to do is in a large bowl, you're going to place 3 cups of flour. Everybody pre-measure that, okay? 3 cups of flour. To that, you're going to add your 1 cup of sugar, so we're putting all our dry ingredients together. And then in here, I've got the 1 tablespoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a half a teaspoon of salt. We'll mix all that together. Now you're going to use your wire whip, and you're just going to combine that together. When you're making muffins, you want to try and stir it the least amount of possible once you start adding your liquid ingredients. That's what makes it kind of a tough muffin. You want these to be nice and light. All right, so we got that. Then, in a separate bowl, I've already cracked my 2 eggs. And to that, I'm going to add my 1.5 cups of plain yogurt. You don't want to have the sweetened kind here because you're already putting a cup of sugar into your muffins plus chocolate chips. Whew. Let's try and cut down on the sugar a little bit. Okay, so we're going to put all that in there. And you're going to mix that to combine. You could use your wire whip. In fact, maybe I think I will. Okay, so we're going to combine that to the eggs and the yogurt come together. Because the less that you do this when it's in with the flour, the less gluten strings you're going to make, which makes a tough muffin. So we want to try to do as much mixing off to the side as we can. Okay, so you've done that in 2 separate bowls, right? Then you're going to take, oh, you need also a half a cup of butter. I forgot that, which does need to be melted. So you'll need to do that probably in the microwave or in the pan, or we'd like to do that. Okay, so we've got these combined. So then I'm going to take my yogurt and eggs, and I'm going to add that to my dry mix. There. using your scraper, you want to just stir this until it's combined. Again, you don't want to over stir it. It's going to make some hard, tough muffins. Just to where it becomes all the same. Okay, it's a little bit thick because half a cup of butter is going to be coming in here in half a second. Now, when you melt your butter in the microwave, like I did, put a piece of wax paper or a paper towel over the top to keep from splattering in your microwave. You will thank me and your parents will thank you later. All right, so that's just about combined. So I've already melted my butter. As you can see, I had my little piece of wax paper here on top. Okay, so it's melted. We're gonna pour that in. And we're gonna mix that just to combine it. Oh yeah, now we're getting a good batter. Okay, again, scooping from the bottom to the top, make sure you're getting all those dry ingredients put together. This is a kind of a stout dough. It's not super thin. It's gonna make a nice muffin with that yogurt in there. You're gonna get a little bit of protein. It's gonna cut down, give it a little bit of, you don't have to use quite as much sugar that way. Gives it a nice flavor. Okay, so now we've got that. Then you're going to take 1 cup of chocolate chips. You could use white chocolate, dark chocolate, milk. These are just the semi-sweet you can make chocolate chip cookies with. And add that to your mix. And we're gonna fold that in just until it is combined. All right, so we've got that combined. Then I have sprayed my muffin tin already with the non-stick, the vegetable spray. If you're gonna use the liners, you don't need to spray, but I've already done that. Then you're going to take a 1/3 cup measure to make sure that they're all the same amount. And you're just gonna scoop your dough like this, on your muffin tin, right? And you're going to fill up your tins with 1/3 of a cup. Use my smaller spoon. Put this in. If you use the 1/3 cup measure, they'll all be the same size and they will all cook at the same rate. Okay, so we're gonna continue to put these into your muffin tin. You're gonna make 12 of them. When you filled up your muffin tin, then we're gonna put it into the oven. I have my oven set 375 degrees. You're gonna cook them 20 to 25 minutes. And how you're gonna know that they're done is you're gonna need a toothpick, or maybe a fork, but toothpick's really the best option. And you're gonna poke it into the muffin and make sure that when it comes out, it's not gooey. A little bit of crumb, a little bit of stick could be okay, but not gooey, they're not done. And you don't wanna overcook them. So start at the 20 minutes, see how they come out. If they need a little longer, you can do a little longer. All right, so here I've got 3 done already. I'm gonna go and finish off my tin. I'm gonna put it in the oven for 20, 25 minutes, and I'll show you what they look like when they come out. All right, guys, it has been 20 minutes, and I took my muffins out of the oven. I tested them first with a toothpick to make sure that they were cooked all the way through. A little crumb is fine, but not gooey. All right, so for one, this is the first time I'm gonna be honest that I made this recipe. So, disclaimer, here's the 12 plus bonus. It made 5 more by the time I was done putting all the dough in there. So it actually made for me 17 muffins, and they are quite large. Look how tall those guys are. Okay, so it made 17 for me, 1/3 of a cup measure. All right, and you wanna let these sit once you take them out for 10 to 15 minutes to kind of finish cooking off and cool in your pan. And then you're gonna wanna take them out of your muffin tin. Look at that, nice and brown. And you're gonna wanna put them onto a cooling rack like this to finish cooling off. So you're gonna take all those out. You can use a knife if you need to kind of help pull them up a little bit. Mine are just coming straight out like that. So let's take this one. Look at that, delicious. I'm gonna break it in half. Look at that. Oh, so good. With my knife down. Okay, let's taste it. I've never made these before. Honestly, I'm gonna say it's a little bit more like a shortcake than a muffin. Not super, it is kind of heavy. Good though. Peanut butter smeared on there, a little bit of jelly. That'd be so good. I would also say maybe let's add a teaspoon or 2 of vanilla. I think you could use it. Anyway, it's good. It's a nice hearty snack. Could be a great breakfast. A little peanut butter, a little jelly. It's gonna be great. All right, see you guys.
How's my hair? Okay, that's gonna be at the end, isn't it?